Yes, that is correct. I read Coryxkentions' new manga, The Monsters We Make, and I'm here to give some thoughts on it. Why you'd listen to me, I got no clue. My takes are stupid and they're not great. But if you enjoy them or you hate them, make sure to like and subscribe. The goal is 1,000 subscribers before August. I post a video every 7 days. Don't miss them. Hit that post notification bell. And without further ado, let's get past the BS and let's get straight into the video. Jabari Booker, a 17-year-old musician who's enrolled in Eden Academy, gets transferred to fight monsters or recruited, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, he's recruited to fight monsters named our Leakers. I will admit, when I first looked up what the monsters are called, I didn't look at any pictures or anything. They said Leakers. I thought Lakers. I was like, not gonna read. Then I also look back at it. I was like, maybe they're talking about hackers or something like that. Like, I don't want to watch or read a story, nor watch anything like that. But, I got over me being, a bit acoustic in the brain. So I read all of it. And I'm just going to give you my honest review of what I thought of it. I have a few points, a few gripes that some I agree with, some I don't. I stole the bad parts of it off of online. Just like what people have been saying, because I don't really have any bad, things to put upon this series. I don't really have that type of opinion yet. We'll see if he continues it and see if I grow any. But I'd like to say my 2 points, why I like the series so much, and then I'm just going to dive into a few other complaints, and I'll give you my honest review. Like, I'll do like a weeb meter of 1 out of 10, or a 1 to 10. I'll do a weeb meter. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that in the video, but we'll see. All right, so I have 3 points that I really liked about the series, which one of them conflicts with some other people's ideas. Come at me, I don't care. My 3 points: good art, a good story, and I love the action scenes of this story. Personally, out of all 3 of those, my favorite are the art and the story, or more specifically the concept. But I'll get into that in a minute. The art for this series was, I loved it. Sometimes it was a bit, shaky, but when they fought the monsters, that's the art I'm looking for. The exact art I'm looking for. Or the Leakers, sorry, not just the monsters. I would just call them monsters just from now on. But yeah, no. The story, it's just a unique concept, a world plagued by monsters where the monsters are created by the fear and emotions of humans. Like, I just think that's such a new idea, unless I'm mistaken, which I probably am in the comments. If I am, fight me, I don't care. But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna get onto a few points that I do not agree with for the negatives, or like I don't completely agree with. I hope that that's a bit of a point where we can just keep it, civil. Don't come for my throat, So I was reading, and a lot of people thought it was a bare bones-esque story, and I was just like, okay, come on. This is Coryxkentions' new manga, or very first, I'll put it like that. Like, I just don't see the point of, like, really ragging on it like that. Like, of course, when we look at stories, we're all looking for the backstory of the main characters, or why this is happening or that happening. World building doesn't happen in 8 volumes. It happens over a time, Like, a good example, One Piece. Why are we arguing about One Piece? No clue. But yeah, crap, I can't leave it out of my brain, dude. One Piece has infected my life. But yes, I don't totally agree with the world building, or the world building, or the bare bones description to readers. But I think it's he will build upon it as he continues, unless he somewhere online that I haven't really seen. I don't really watch Coryxkenshin. I watched him a few times when I was younger. I grew up watching a few YouTubers, but yeah, no. I just think that's just unrealistic to be mad about. It's his first project. I mean, of course, it comes from a YouTuber. We all know what YouTubers release. We release straight dog shiz. Not coming at any other YouTubers. It's not like any of them are going to see this. But yeah, no. But I'll be honest. A lot of the complaints are just, people having huge expectations. Like, expecting him to be like a great author, like, I don't know, Vagabond or Berserk, the author of those guys, or what's his name? The author of One Piece, Dragon Ball, rest in peace. But yeah, no, I just didn't really agree with some of these opinions that were said throughout this. But I'm just gonna argue my opinions and give it an honest rating on the Meeb Weeder. What? The Meeb Weaver? No, the Weeb Meter, okay? That's what I'm gonna be rating it on. I definitely will take a few of the criticisms into, you know, consideration, because I can't rank this as high as freaking Vagabond or Berserk or anything like that. So, yeah, let's get into my honest review. I'll just explain why I gave it the score I gave it. Okay, we're going to be following 4 rules or guidelines to how I'm grading this or rating it or anything. Number 1, storytelling. Number 2, character development. 3, art. And then 4, world building. Each of these categories has 25 points in them, and I'll rate it from 1 to 25. And yeah, we'll get an overall score, a total score. And I have this really rinky-dink meter that I probably put in the video at some point. It'll show the score on it. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna get to the first part of this, you know, rating or ranking or whatever thing, you know. The first, you know, category is storytelling, and I'll be honest, I recorded this a few times because I was like, and then I had to re-record it because I sounded too professional. So, you know, I'm just gonna do it in my own layman terms, and I'm just gonna hope you guys, you know, follow through, you know, just not, you know, sit there and accuse. But yeah, no, okay. I have 3 main points why it is what it is. Okay, it is a 20 out of 25. I'll die on the hill. I think it could be raised or dropped as the story continues, unless he announced, like I said earlier in the video, that he's no longer continuing it. I have no idea. Okay, first, the pacing. Some of these like moments in this manga feel dragged out, like bad. And you know, some of them are also just like, why are we still here? And it's just, you know, and then also there's some points where it's like, yo, this is a cool fight scene. Rushed. Okay, that's cool, I guess, you know. The consistency, you know, there's some plot holes in some characters that, you know, I don't want to get in too depth to. Again, I'm not spoiling this manga. I'm giving my honest review. Originality, there's quite a few tropes in this one, you know, and I would suspect that there should be, you know, like, I mean, it's hard not to do a new manga without following some type of trope. Like, it's almost impossible. But, you know, it makes up for that in its uniqueness of the story. Like, the story is about, you know, monsters that are made from human fears and stuff like that. Yeah, it makes sense that, you know, there's some common, you know, tropes in there. But other than that, it's quite clear what the story's about, and it stays consistent to its plot. There's sometimes where it gets a tad bit sidetracked, but not as much as some other manga. One Piece breach. But yes. Alrighty, I hope you guys accept that. I just burped the hell out of myself. Holy shit. I was drinking some, you know, Monster. White Monster. Okay, I'm going on to the next one. You know, take or leave it what you got from the last one. Again, I'm not sounding professional. Don't take this seriously, unless you want to. I mean, you can if you want, you know, just don't come at me in my comments. Or do. You never know, I might, want you to. But, you know, okay, moving on. Number 2, character development. The second lowest rating I gave on this list. You know, this one wasn't very hard for me. It was my main gripe about this whole manga itself, that, you know, the characters don't change at all through what I read. Like, the depth of characters, they lack motivation sometimes. Like, I just, like, why are we fighting again? Like, there's a point in the manga where the two fight because the main character's bawling that he wants to go home and he doesn't think it's right. And I'm just like, okay, alright. So we spent 12 pages of them fighting. And just for them to be like, yeah, okay, I won't save you while we're fighting. It is what it is, you know. I don't know. It's hard to tell now. We don't have much, like I've been saying. But just from what I've read, that's all I'm rating it on. There has been much growth. You know, there's no progression from the characters either. It's just, That's why I gave it an 18 out of 25. You're probably thinking, whoa, that's such a low score. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't even know what you're gonna do to me, but lube up, I guess. I don't really know. Okay, time for my next favorite category. This one scored the highest out of all of them, because it's definitely my favorite part of this manga. Like, undisputed champion of the world. I really like the art and style of this manga, especially how they draw the monsters. Like, dude, I like it. It reminds me of I don't want to compare it to Berserk because that's absolute art, a masterpiece. I think it's Claymore, kind of Claymore. I could be, yapping. Maybe future editor me will, throw something in there what I'm actually talking about. But the special things of the art, I'll just put it like that. I'm not redoing this take. I've redone it one too many times. But I just think it looks beautiful, and it captures fear through the art, and I just really love that about this manga. Like you're about to get fucked up, for better terms. Pardon the French. This isn't a family-friendly channel. If you think it is, you're wrong. But I just really like the emotion I get through it. Like, I genuinely, if I was there, I would feel the fear that those guys are feeling. The main character may be acting like a baby. I'm sorry to say it, he does sometimes, but I would be acting like a baby too. Listen, I can Spartan kick a robber through a door. I can't Spartan kick a 12-foot tall monster. I don't know what I would do. So that's my favorite part. That's why I'm giving it a 25. A 22 out of 25. No, yeah, 22 out of 25. I really like the art of this. Sometimes it's a bit simple, but you don't need complex art on every single slide. At some point it just becomes normal art if you keep it complex. But I like it. It really makes it super nice when it's needed. But yeah, no, that's why I gave it a 22 out of 25. Alrighty, on to the last one. The world building. The One Piece is real. Okay, so this is the one that everybody's been griping on this manga for. And you know what? Okay, I after further review and me yapping at the start of the video saying, it's not fair, for whoever made it this far, say ooga booga. I gave this a 15 out of 25. Again, there is a lot of inconsistencies of the whole entire, world building. There's lack of detail, and then just some unoriginality to what's going on. It's just, I don't know. It needs to really build out its world before it starts, creating huge arcs where we're like, oh my gosh, this is happening. One Piece built its world out really well. That's one thing I can say good about One Piece. Bleach, I don't know, but this one, it definitely needs to work on that. It's just hard for me to give it a low score. It's a good manga, and the final tally up definitely shows it's a good manga. So it is what it is. But yeah, a 15 out of 25. That's all I can give it. In the future, if they come out with new chapters, maybe I'll check it out again. We'll see. Now, time on to our final score. Okay. Welcome to our final score. Can I get a drum roll, please? No? Okay. 25 or 75 out of 100. That means it is a pretty good manga. I do recommend it. Don't come at me. And yes, that is the end of this video. Do you know what I'm about to say? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by August. So, maybe consider giving me a on that subscribe button. But if you enjoyed the video, I love you. Goodbye.